I mean, we are living in times where we need to wake up. I mean, we living in times where the world is at a state of emergency and no one is realizing it. No one is realizing it. I mean, I never thought I would see a time that the world would get this corrupt. I mean, we are living in a time where family members don't even pick up a phone and call one another to just check up on them. We got to wake up. I mean, we living in a time where your own loved ones will give a stranger $1 before they give it to their own kinfolk. Now, if y'all don't see nothing wrong with that, it's a problem. I mean, we living in a time where hatred is at an all-time high. I mean, the enemy is patrolling the earth and patrolling this world, and no one seems to be able to wake up and smell the coffee. I mean, we living in a time where divorce rates is at an all-time high. Couples not pulling together and staying together no more. We living in a time where sex, drugs, and alcohol and money is controlling our children and our mindsets, where we are making decisions of our circumstances and situations. I mean, we are living in a time where we need more love than ever. I mean, this world is so corrupt right now. No one is willing to help the next no more. And if y'all don't see something wrong with that, something is wrong with that. I mean, we living in a generational time where what is love? What is help? I mean, we living in a time where if you stranded on side the road, people will just pass you by or pass you up. People, we got to wake up. We got to wake up. Look at our youth. It's more youth dying than our elder these days. Our mind is so corrupt that the devil, the enemy, is destroying our youth, our young people. It's cute. What I mean? That it's cute when we got loved ones out here on these streets and selling drugs and running the streets and want to be gangsters and things like that. But we don't love them enough to tell them that, man, you headed down a road of destruction. Every time you see a RIP shirt, it's always, oh man, it's messed up what they did to my boy, man, and it's messed up what they did to my kinfolks. They shouldn't have did them like that. But did you care enough to tell him why he or she was living like, hey man, you need to stop doing what you're doing, man. You headed down a road of destruction. But we don't stop to say that because our corrupt mind, it's all fine and dandy when the money is coming in and the drugs are good and things like that. But when his life or her life get taken away because of the life they was living, then it's always messed up. People, we got to wake up. We got to wake up and smell the coffee. Our way of thinking is so off right now. I mean, it just corrupt these days. No more love. I just don't understand why are us as people have so much hatred in our heart right now. I mean, we living through a time where mothers and daughters and fathers and sons don't even much pick up the phone and check on one another. We are living in a time where Unemployment is at an all-time high. We are living in a time where we won't even feed the next, throw the next a bone in a time of a struggle. But yet we will talk about them and broadcast their business all across the streets. People, we got to wake up. We got to wake up and smell the coffee. We are living in our last days, and no one seems to care. We are living in a time where we should be pulling together as family. This is the time we need to pull closer together versus spreading further apart. This is the time where husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends should pull together versus pushing further apart. We got to lean on each other. But that's the problem in the world now. It's no more love. We got to wake up. We got to wake up, people. Don't let this life pass you up, living the way we are living, full of hatred and bitterness. When was the last time you just picked up the phone and told someone, I love you? When was the last time you did something for someone and wasn't expecting any kind of personal gain? Think about it. When was the last time you hugged someone's neck and they asking, what this for? Just because. Just because. People, these are the last days. We got to wake up. We have to wake up, people. These are the last days. We got to bring love back in society. I got a saying that it's enough people on earth that don't care. Somebody got to care. So somebody got to care. So I'm challenging everybody that's hearing this. Bring the love back. Bring the love back. Why are we so mad and angry and so unwilling to help the next person? You ever heard the old saying that if we all ride together, you know how much money we can make? If we all pull together, how much better it would be for us as a whole? Families are not intact like they used to be. It's family against family member and sister against brother. What happened to the love? If I love you and you love me, you know how much better off we will be? Talents are being wasted. People can sing and dance and do poetry and all these type of skills they have. But we are wasting it because we're not willing to share with one another. We're not willing to use our gift to help the next. It's all about ourselves. It's all about ourselves. People, we got to wake up. We got to wake up. These times we are living in is horrible. We're living in times where baby mothers can just go down to the court and just say, I want to stick in for child support just because. Where is this world going? People, y'all got to wake up. We have to wake up. We got to bring love back in the world. We got to bring love back into our families. We got to bring love back into the workplaces. So this letter is to the world. Dear America, we got to bring the love back. We got to bring love back. I mean, these times it's just horrific. We got to bring the love back. And if you don't take nothing else with you from listening to this, this is what I want you to take with you. I challenge you to love thy neighbor, love thy enemy, love thy family. We got to bring love back in our lives. We have to.